a lot going on around our four communities. More specifically, just thinking about some of the Memorial Day events that we talked about, specifically in Keego Harbor and other things that Keego Harbor has going on. So just here to talk about a little bit more of what's going on in Keego Harbor and things of that nature and reflecting on the Memorial Day events. Joining us here on the Splash Live, we have Kirsten Sonneville-Douglass, Keego Harbor Parks and Rec. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Splash.
Good morning, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So me and Tyler were just briefly talking about some of the events and some of the things that happened during Memorial Day. Can you just give your reflection of the Memorial Day events at Keego Harbor?
Oh, the weather cooperated, which was one of the things that was a little bit of a concern for us. But it was a beautiful day to honor those that made the ultimate sacrifice. And so we had a ceremony at Veterans Memorial Rock, or Park, we call it The Rock. And so we were thankful for having the West Bloomfield Fire Department to do a flag ceremony. The West Bloomfield Marching Band was there and did a beautiful job playing the national anthem as well as taps. And our mayor was there to greet everyone and just to pay tribute to those that made the ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely.
And then we changed routes and went all the way to the other side, to the north end of the city. And we started the parade, and we were so thankful. We had 27 entries in the parade, and it was a beautiful day. It was so great to see the community lining the streets, and it was just great to see everyone.
Yeah, nice. So there's a few different factors I want to speak on in regards to what we just experienced, and then going forward, looking ahead. So first and foremost, 27 entries for the parade. Has that number grown over the years, or has it remained steady? Is there a cap on it? Can we just speak on that?
Great question. No, it stays around 25 to 32, I think is the most since I've chaired it that we've had. Okay. A lot of it depends on election years. I'm not going to lie. We have an influx of political entities that will join in a campaign year. But we don't have a cap. So the more the merrier. We love it. We have some new entities that came. We're thankful that Blooming Brains Academy, they sponsored the bike decorating for our little kids, and they were a new entity that joined us this year. And so just some that can't do it because of family conflicts or other conflicts, but it's cyclical and they come back around, which we're thankful for.
Right. So I know there's a lot of moving parts to this event, Kirsten. So just speak on like what it takes. Just paint this picture and put perspective in for what it takes to organize these types of events. And when you all start too. We just ended it yesterday. Are you all starting now for next year? Just talk about the process of getting it together.
I give myself a week, but we have a bunch of other events in Keego. So the summer is really busy. We don't start planning the parade until about January. And that's when the first registration goes out to say, hey, put this on your calendar. We would love for you to participate. And then it's the last 2 months where it's more cramming. Last week, I spent probably 80 hours just on parade stuff itself. And it's not my full-time job, right? We're a commission of volunteers. So yeah.
Okay, freeze real quick. This is why I talk about how important it is to acknowledge the people who volunteer their time. Kirsten, did you just say you volunteered 80 hours of your time trying to get this event together? Correct? You said that.
That's correct. We have people who are like, we want to participate, and I found out Sunday morning that Sunday morning that they wanted to participate. So it's changing up the lineups. It's making sure we're communicating all the logistics about the busing and the shuttling and where to stage and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a huge undertaking, but it's all worth it once you go down the street and you see the community together, and that's what makes it.
So first of all, let me applaud you, Kirsten. I don't know if anybody's done this yet. Thank you. We appreciate you putting in your time to do that. I couldn't imagine taking 80 of my extra hours to volunteer to do something like that. That means your heart was in that. So that's good to hear. Real quick, and join us here on the Splash Live, Kirsten Sonneville-Douglass from Keego Harbor Parks and Rec, talking about Memorial Day event and just talking about things going forward in Keego Harbor and the surrounding areas. So real quick, looking back on the event again, are there any things that you noticed, that you saw, that you instantly feel like you want to change and or fix or upgrade for next year's event?
There's always improvements, but what I
Mhm.
love about it is that what you don't see on the back end, as long as you're like, oh, that was a great parade, that's all that matters to me.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah,
So
no, good
no
point.
event goes no event goes the way you want it to.
Nope.
And so exactly. And so everyone's like, oh, that was a fantastic event, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yo, to be honest, because I'm gonna be honest, on the production side, it was a little crazy on our end. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to
I
be
saw you in the
honest, but
morning. Yeah.
but other than that, like you said, as long as the patrons, the people who attended it, the residents, they saw it, they saw the outside, it looked good. We did our job. That's all that really
Exactly.
matters. So, job well done, first and foremost. But speaking of that, if anyone is interested in getting involved, volunteering, maybe taking some of those hours away from you, how can they do that going forward?
They can follow us on social media, our Keego Harbor Parks and Rec page. I think it's KH Parks. Also connecting with our city on their website, which is keegoharbor.org.
Mhm.
Even if they don't want to chair an event, we need bodies, right? Yesterday at the parade, just people standing along the parade route to slow it down. So when it comes to meeting you
Right.
guys at Civic Center TV and doing the interviews and stuff like that, is helping close the roads. Simple tasks. I'm not asking you to, unless you want to chair an event, and I'd be happy to let you chair an event. But if it's just, I can't take that on, Kirsten, that's not a problem. We'll find something that is in your wheelhouse, what you feel most comfortable with.
Completely understand. Completely understand. Let people work on something that's their strength, and that way we can all benefit and move it along. It won't take too much time. Completely understand that. So let's look forward now. Any other events? It's the summertime, and we got a little bit of piece of consistent great weather yesterday during the Memorial Day event. But once it's consistently good in the summer, everybody's looking to go outside. What can we expect from Keego Harbor Parks and Rec?
We're really excited. We've got our Keego Block parties again this year, the third Friday of June, July, and August. So
Mm.
bands that we have are Slowfoot, Interstate 90s, and the Dudes. And the food trucks that go along with them are the Grilled Wrap, Cousin's Maine Lobster Truck, and Bueno Tacos. So we're really excited about that. Our art sale, our local artisans and crafters will be out there as well. We've got the games so people can play cornhole or ladder golf or
Mm.
yard Jenga and dance and have a good time and just be together.
Oh, I love yard Jenga. That's the big Jenga, right? That.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. That's nice. Okay, Kirsten, I'm also seeing something about Keego Connect. Is that part of the same thing, or is that different? Can we talk about that also?
No, it's different. We're always looking at ways to activate our parks. And
Okay.
it was just something that came to me that's like, okay, how do we connect the two? And it's connecting our community and connecting our parks with our community. And so doing some smaller scale events, just kind of more like pop-ups. So think about yoga in the park.
Mm.
Story time with the West Bloomfield Library. I'm so thankful for them to join us with that. So once a month we'll do some of these smaller events. We've got disc golf clinics that are coming now that we have our great disc golf in Baxter Morgan. I
Right.
don't know how to play, so teaching me the how to play and how to throw. I joke around.
Yeah.
I got one, and I'm like, mine's broken because it didn't go in the net. So have to have some humor with it. But we're so thankful that we have community partners that are doing it. We're going to be doing movement in the park as well. So I've said I'm giving myself a couple of days and you'll start seeing the posts on our social media. So we really
Right.
appreciate people connecting with us on that so that they stay tuned. These are smaller events, not larger scale like a block party or a Memorial Day parade.
Got you, got you. But still a good reason to get outside. And I love that you all are, like I said, putting in the effort to create events and reasons for people to get outside, because I'm telling you, we get so caught up in the mundane, consistent day-to-day routine. Wake up in the morning, go to work, pick up the kids, come home, clean up, do homework. You're tired, you cook dinner, and that's it. And then next thing you know, you look up and the summer has just passed us by. So I like to highlight those opportunities for us to all get outside, get to know each other, soak up the sun, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of stuff that you actually talked about. Any additional information, topics, reflection, messages for the community that we didn't speak on that you want to get out while we still have you?
Just thankful for your support, thankful for all that did support us. We are Keego Harbor Police Department, as well as the surrounding police departments, helped us to close the roads, to protect the participants as well
That's
as
right.
those that were watching.
Mhm.
So I'm thankful for them to do that.
Mhm.
All of the volunteers, my DPW, Doug, he's a hero because he helped with every aspect of it. So
Thank
there
you,
were so
Doug.
many things that we can't, so many people to thank. I don't have enough time. I need another segment, but just want to know that I'm so thankful for those that participated and helped make this event a success.
Absolutely. From the people that helped on the back end to the patrons and residents who came out on the front end, all successful, and it's all made possible by the community and from volunteers like you. Kirsten Sonneville-Douglass, Keego Harbor Parks and Rec, thank you so much for joining us on the Splash Live. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you, Kevin. Have a great day.